Supreme Master Television brings you relevant news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com, as well as on YouTube and iOS or Android apps.
We herewith thank all facilitating channels that kindly include our TV programs in their service.
May heaven reward your good deeds manyfold. Visit suprememastertv.com/worldwide.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/NWN.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule ਅਤੇ suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Smart entrepreneur? No wonder you are vegan.
In today's news, UK government supports Pakistan's monsoon recovery efforts. New form of acid rain could threaten life on Earth. US scientists create artificial intelligence model to help predict and warn about violent solar flares. Egypt grows cotton in desert for first time. Vegan athlete in United States shares journey from self-harm to wholesome living. New Zealand food startup launches high-protein vegan sports drink. And Democratic Republic of Congo enacts laws to protect endangered African grey parrot people. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global network.
In Supreme Master Qinghai International Association news from the United States, on August 30th, 2025, our association members in Northern California participated in the San Francisco Bay Area Vegan Street Fair in Alameda. Their booth was set up with live streaming Supreme Master Television, and complimentary gift bags were offered to attendees. These contain several of Master's books, such as Love is the Only Solution, From Crisis to Peace, The Organic Vegan Way is the Answer, and aphorisms, as well as a sample booklet, The Key to Immediate Enlightenment. The attendees were also delighted to receive 2 vegan recipe books, a vegan starter guide, a climate change fact sheet, and a Supreme Master TV Max card, along with attractive bookmarks and flyers. During this family-friendly vegan event, some of the vegan attendees shared their experiences about the caring, plant-based lifestyle with our association members.
What do the nutritionists say? The new #1 superfood is what? Any idea?
Kale?
Vegetables! So once I became a vegan, I felt so much better. I had so much energy, and it just was natural for me to become a vegan.
It's very healthier for you, much cheaper. I mean, rice and beans, legumes, it's so cheap and accessible. It's just a very compassionate lifestyle. You know that you're not paying to harm animals. And we're facing a whole host of public health risks. A lot of pandemic zoonotic diseases are increasing because of our exploitation of animals. COVID is one example, and we could be faced with avian flu or swine flu transferring into humans. So if we stop eating animals, then we wouldn't be needing to breed and exploit animals anyways, and be at risk of contracting any zoonotic diseases from them.
I've been vegan for 9 years. I started just for health reasons, and I lost a lot of weight, and I felt just energetically better. So when you do better and you feel better, you keep doing the things that make you feel that way, and it's been that way ever since. It's easy to be vegan. You don't have to start off with processed, expensive meals. You can start off with just plant-based vegan, and that's really important because it helps us really fall into where our food comes from and just the sustainability of life, like seed to fruit. So I recommend starting a garden. That's a great way to become vegan, and just eat what you grow. It's free. I had eczema that was really bad before my veganism. I really think cutting out dairy helped with that a lot. But overall, I just feel better, like I have a better body, and that's from the inside out. So yeah, everything changes when you change your diet.
The reason I decided to become vegan is because I felt like it's wrong to eat animals. Just even though I'm not directly killing them myself, I feel like I'm part of that process, and I felt like they have a right to live just like anyone else. So I just felt like I should do my part and try not to be part of, the process of killing them when if I don't need to eat them.
I had friends who were working in the packing houses at times, and they would tell me how the animals would be crying and be wanting to stay alive because they knew what was going to happen to them.
It's so easy to be healthy on plant-based diet, and we don't have to hurt any animals. And I can sleep so peacefully at night knowing that I'm not causing extra suffering to animals.
I became vegan from learning more about factory farming. It feels so good to just be in alignment with my values and my beliefs and be able to be living that out with my lifestyle. And it's also such a great community. Seek out other cool vegan people because there's a lot of us, and a lot of great food now. Over the last 14 years since I've become vegan, there's so many more options and delicious things and the coolest people.
I personally suffered from a condition that my face used to be red all the time. It's called rosacea. And the doctor said it's a chronic condition and it'll never go away. But when I became vegan, within a few months, it completely vanished.
I saw a documentary called Dominion, and that really opened my eyes to how, as humans, we really exploit living beings, and I didn't want to be part of that anymore. So I made the switch almost entirely overnight, and I've been vegan ever since. I've lost maybe 40 pounds. I feel like I've had more energy. I've slept better. I feel healthier than I've ever been.
Once I explored the philosophy behind veganism and did my own research, it kind of connected for me in my mind that animals are sentient beings. They feel pain and emotion. Humans do not need to eat animals to survive and thrive from a health perspective. And animal agriculture is very destructive for the environment. I wish I'd gone vegan earlier in my life, but I'm glad I'm vegan now, yeah. And I always ask myself the question, is the 15 minutes of sensory pleasure worth the life that's been taken from the animal or the abuse that animal's gone through? And from that perspective, when I approach any aspect of my life where veganism might come into play, it's a very quick decision. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to exploit animals. I don't want to hurt animals for this sensory pleasure, whether it's eating or something that you wear.
I've seen that animals, they cry, they grieve, they express joy and happiness just like us, and they deserve to live a happy, fulfilled life just like we do.
It made me feel so much lighter. It made me feel just better overall, my health. Every year I get a health test done. It's been amazing. Overall, I feel great, honestly. I make vegan dishes for like holidays when I go over for holidays, and it's great. Like they love it. Sometimes I don't even tell them that it's vegan, and they love all the dishes that I make.
I love fresh vegetables and fruits and all kinds of greens, onion and garlic, a variety of beans, earthly roots like sweet potatoes, real food, so good, good for me, high energy, real food, so grand for this man.
Our heartfelt thanks is extended to the organizers and vendors of the Bay Area Vegan Street Fair for their dedicated efforts to share the wholesome benefits of the vegan lifestyle. We are also deeply grateful for the opportunity to participate in this event, thanks to the inspiration and support of our beloved Master and her continuous message of love and compassion for all beings. In heaven's boundless care, may humanity unite and welcome the dawn of a life-cherishing vegan world.
Pakistani districts receive UK funds for monsoon relief. During the summer of 2025, heavy rains, flooding, and landslides in Pakistan claimed numerous lives, destroyed crops, and wrecked thousands of homes. In August, the United Kingdom announced an aid package worth £1.33 million to benefit more than 223,000 affected people, especially in the country's north. The funds support search and rescue efforts, mobile healthcare services, emergency food distribution, and the repair of safe drinking water systems. The UK also provided shelter materials and non-food supplies to displaced families, as well as training for local disaster response volunteers. The United Kingdom has a total of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards to date for multiple diverse fields, including animal protection, caring, kindness, and wise leadership. Our appreciation, United Kingdom, for your generosity toward the less fortunate. May the friendly Pakistanis be protected from future calamities in Allah's benevolent mercy.
Researchers warn rising levels of new forever chemical could disturb Earth's fundamental systems. European environmental scientists recently warned that compared to decades ago, concentrations of the hard-to-remove chemical trifluoroacetic acid, or TFA, has risen globally and could cause irreversible harm to the planet. As one of the smallest forever chemicals that's also highly water-soluble and widespread, TFA has been detected in rain, snow, streams, groundwater, plants, animal, people, and even human blood and urine. The compound can leak from the pharmaceutical, agrochemical, and fine chemical industries, as well as from refrigerants, air conditioning units, and insulation materials. Moreover, when per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFASs, from pesticides, pharmaceuticals, sewage, and landfills degrade, they usually become TFA. In July 2025, Denmark prohibited 23 pesticides due to their link to TFA pollution. Federal agencies in Germany have petitioned the European Chemical Agency to label TFA as a reproductive toxin and a highly persistent and mobile substance. What alarming news! Thank you, researchers, for your vital report. May all countries ban the use of forever chemicals to ensure a habitable planet in heaven's loving guidance.
Vegan, let's prove that we are morally upright.
Up next, US scientists create artificial intelligence model to help predict and warn about violent solar flares. We pause now to express our gratitude to BNN Media for broadcasting Supreme Master TV programs in Boston, Massachusetts, USA. We'll return with more responsible news here on Supreme Master Television.
being vegan, having peace, having Godspeed.
SupremeMasterTV.com/worldwide.
Hi, happy friends! It's Dolly, a vegan pond manager from the Diane's Bare-Hearted Glass Frog Kingdom. The changing seasons are my favorite time in the garden. Here's an excellent gardening tip for those entering the autumn and winter seasons. A cold frame is a low, transparent top structure placed directly on the soil that acts like a mini greenhouse. It traps the sun's warmth, creating a protected microclimate that extends your growing season from early fall through winter and into early spring. This method can boost productivity by keeping temperatures 2 to 5 degrees Celsius or 4 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit higher than outside with minimal effort or additional heat inputs. To build one, you can repurpose materials like old windows, wooden boxes, or plastic sheeting. If in the northern hemisphere, position the sloped lid facing south to capture maximum sunlight and place it near a wall or fence on the north side for added protection and heat retention. Switch directions if you live in the southern hemisphere. With this setup, you can start plants earlier, harvest longer, and make your garden more productive while keeping it low cost and eco-friendly. Big love for being veg and going green to save the planet, for all humans and us all co-inhabitants. And thank you for tuning in. Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
US scientists develop artificial intelligence or AI model to predict solar flares and prevent space weather damage. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, and IBM have teamed up to create the Surya Heliophysics Foundation model, an AI system designed to teach us more about the sun. The model is trained on 9 years of observation by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, or SDO satellite, which takes pictures of the sun every 12 seconds. Surya, meaning sun in Sanskrit, will help scientists to predict and give early warnings to NASA about brewing solar flares hours in advance. Early warnings will help better prepare astronauts, spacecraft, power grids, satellites, and a global positioning system, or GPS, in the future. The model is also open worldwide for researchers to access, test, and explore. Our gratitude, NASA and IBM team, for your amazing invention. May it help us gain more knowledge about our sun and its flares in God's immense blessings.
First cotton harvest obtained in Egypt's South Sinai Desert. A research team from Egypt's Agriculture Research Center and Cotton Research Institute has successfully completed trials in the South Sinai Desert to produce high-quality cotton suitable for commercial use. By employing advanced irrigation techniques and balanced fertilizers, the team was able to harvest cotton in only 127 days compared to the 180-day average. This result was assisted by the region's high temperatures. The breakthrough will allow farmers to cultivate cotton on Egypt's vast desert lands. While world-renowned Egyptian cotton is grown in the clay soils of the Nile Valley, the production from the Sinai Desert will help reduce the cotton supply's susceptibility to drought and climate change. Egypt has a total of 2 shining World Leadership Awards to date for multiple diverse fields, including peace and earth conservation. Congratulations, Egypt, on your first successful harvest of cotton in the desert. May this be the first of many bountiful desert harvests in Allah's merciful gaze.
Vegan athlete from Pennsylvania, USA shares her journey from low energy to vitality. Sally Anderson, vegan, an athlete with the Vegan Strong Plant Built team, recently appeared on Tampa Bay's Health and Wellness Bloom TV show. Ms. Anderson revealed that she began drinking heavily at age 16, frequently blacking out. In college, she was taking medicine for allergies, asthma, depression, acid reflux, and more. Wanting to eliminate medications, starting with the drug for her acid reflux, Ms. Anderson gradually changed her food choices and unknowingly became vegan. With determination and by pairing the health-enhancing vegan diet with running, she subsequently gained energy, health, and happiness. Ms. Anderson has shared on social media that once she stopped drinking cow people's milk, her asthma symptoms cleared up. Kudos, Sally Anderson, on your remarkable transformation. May your story encourage others to reclaim their health and vigor through veganism in divine goodwill.
Vegan, the most decent way to live.
Coming up, New Zealand food startup launches high-protein vegan sports drink. We thank God for providing for our needs, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, even when we didn't know how we would survive. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more outstanding news.
For more details and free downloads, please visit suprememastertv.com/NWN. And for full channel listings, suprememastertv.com/worldwide.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News. Wonderful news for a friendly world. New Zealand food startup turns alfalfa leaves into sports fuel. Leafed Foods recently introduced Leafed Blade, a vegan performance beverage fueled by Rubisco, an enzyme protein with all 9 essential amino acids sourced from plants. Each 100 milliliter serving of Leafed Blade contains 17 grams of Rubisco derived from 50,000 alfalfa leaves cultivated using sustainable techniques. Compared to cow people-based whey, Rubisco generates fewer CO2 emissions, uses less water, and yields more protein per hectare than dairy milk. The drink matches or surpasses bovine whey protein in amino acid content, digestibility, and absorption speed. The L-tyrosine, leucine, and tryptophan in Leafed Blade enhance focus, performance, endurance, and recovery. Designed for pre- or mid-workout use, it is Leafed Foods' first consumer product since opening its 2,800 square meter facility. Many thanks, Leafed Foods, for providing a breakthrough in sustainable high-performance nutrition. May your product help inspire the public to choose eco-friendly vegan alternatives in heaven's love.
Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, institutes laws to protect endangered African gray parrot people. The DRC government recently announced its decision to provide full legal protection for the native African gray parrot citizens that reside in the country. The tropical rainforests of Central and West Africa are home to the highly intelligent and sociable African gray parrot folk. Their ability to speak in human languages has caused them to become the world's most threatened parrot people species, as people seek them for this amazing ability. Anyone who now tries to capture, possess, sell, harm, or transport African gray parrot residents will be criminally prosecuted. This move is a victory for both the parrot individuals and also for the fight against the illegal wildlife trade. The Democratic Republic of Congo is a Shining World Leadership Award for Wise Governance Laureate. Bravo, Democratic Republic of Congo and conservation groups involved. In the elevating grace of the Providence, may our African gray parrot and other animal friends continue to live peaceful, harmonious lives.
Let's add a bit of brightness to our lives with the joke of the day. This one is called decoding.
Like many attorneys, Antoine has handwriting that's barely legible. After he scribbled instructions for one of his clients, the man spent a minute trying to decipher what the lawyer had written before declaring,
"You know, if I took this to a pharmacy down the street, I bet I could have a prescription filled."
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the